Bad guy fireworks. Annoying people can only give rise to goodness when they are destroyed. Heard that? The boss wants to give you a job. Zoe doesn't answer. Her hands are trembling, like she's just stabbed someone. What a shame. Still, I'll put a good word in for you with the boss. Truth is your skills are pretty good, even compared to the conglomerate stuff, but you'd have been caught long ago if Lydia hadn't tolerated your stunts for so long. Like the records of your backs of your hacks are everywhere. We hardly had to look for them. You. All these traces are the proof that you have been plotting against Lydia and planning to take over Port Mika for a long time. Still, you don't have to worry. In just a few hours, the bugs or whatever your little gang is called will become more famous than you could possibly imagine. You're going to rank up there with the other most wanted criminals of the URNC and become celebrities in the underworld. Zoe finally realizes that she set something terrible in motion with her own two hands. What has she done? She's ruined Lydia and doomed Port Mika. The corporate henchmen whoop and yell in celebration, reveling in the most primal fashion. Meanwhile, Zoe's been cast aside, shifting uneasily in her seat. The joy grates on her ears like the most awful condemnation. I didn't want this. Pixie's Basti, Pixie's Faelynn. Mama, help me. Please help Port Mika. Help everyone. Help. Help Lydia. Running away is always your best option. You know what to do now, right? Ooh. Zoe suddenly throws up and collapses on the ground. What happened? Was the stress too much for that little brat? Shit, someone go check on her. As the man draws closer, Zoe grabs the handgun from his belt. Freeze! Why, you little... Stay back. Zoe pulls the trigger. One good thing about hanging out with Basti and Faelynn is that she definitely knows her way around the gun. The bullet punches a hole in the ground in front of the henchman, and he freezes in his tracks. Don't be stupid, you little bitch. You think you can take on all of us? Hell, can you even shoot another human being in the first place? I'm sorry, Big Sis Basti, but I cannot run away. And more importantly, I'm tired of running. There's one person I'm sure I can hit. Hey, stop! At this point, perhaps she can ruin their plan if she dies. Utterly despondent, Zoe turns the gun on her chest, but just as her trembling figure is about to pull the trigger, something slices a circular hole in the truck's roof. A doll descends amidst the fragments, landing between Zoe and the corporate henchman. Alright, Paito sa sweeper looks cool in here. Oi, you damn rat! Who were you going to shoot just now? I'm here to give you a spanking. What? Is that one of those dolls? The hell you mean one of those dolls? I am me. Fear me, for I am your apocalypse. Founder. Faelynn spots a big truck in the distance. He's been following its tracks all the way here, and she is sure that Zoe was taken into that truck. The opposition seems to value Zoe very highly, because there are many mass-produced dolls stationed around the truck. Faelynn stares at the truck. Della's last request plays back in her mind once again. Her emotions, her fear, and her hesitation all fade from her mind. She is more focused now than she has ever been in her life. It drives her artificial sensory organs to a level of efficiency they haven't reached in a long time. Faelynn attacks with swiftness and violence of action, headshotting two of the mass-produced dolls in rapid succession. Enemy attack detected! Target identified as secondary threat, initiating containment formation. What's going on? Is someone else attacking them too? While she has her doubts about the situation, Faelynn pays them no further heed. Her frame joints are overheating from her rapid movements. Her clothing rubs against them so quickly the resulting friction produces smoke. She evades all the shots fired her way, and while her frame's performance has been deteriorating over time, she seems more relaxed and composed than ever before. Get lost. Several dolls swarm her, trying to pin her down. She sees the opening in their formation and uses their body to block incoming shots from their compatriots. At the same time, she returns fire through the gaps between her opponents. Faelynn wipes out all the dolls blocking her in an instant. Then she kicks the truck's door in. Zoe, I'm here to save you. Hey, help me! The hell are you? Okay, any weird objects? I don't think so. It's probably in the last fight. Wait. Oh, wait. Is this one? Oh. Okay. What mission is this? Bad guy fireworks. Okay, so from starting... Okay, I can't use you for now. Because you will obliterate all enemies. For now, I need Belka. Later. Alright, I need you to run all the way there. I need you to move first. It's fine. You first. I need you to do this. Go. Oh no, shoot someone first and then teleport, right? Go here. Back off. Don't attack anybody. It's fine. We don't have auto pads. Thank you, Belka. Hey. Give it time.
Огонь по готовности!
Thank you. Damn it. What is with those dolls? Are they those third-gen dolls they keep talking about? Hurry up and save me. The henchman barks orders to his doll underlings. However, he is trapped between Faelynn and Sweeper. All he can do is beg for help from dolls that are already littering the ground. Faelynn stands there without saying a word. Her fighting instincts have sheared away all her tender emotions, turning her into a deadly weapon. Right now, her focus is not on the trembling human in front of her, but on the doll who's standing behind him. You didn't go all out back then, did you? Well, since you guys know each other, I'm sure you're just dying to catch up. Don't mind me, I'll just take my leave now. Excuse me, please. Shut up. Sweeper silences him in a flash of razor-edge light. While she only used the back of her blade, the impact is still enough to give the man a concussion. The henchman goes limp and slumps against the wall, sinking into dreams of grandeur. The only people left in the truck now are Zoe and the two dolls. Zoe can sense two pairs of eyes locking onto her at the same time. I already said I was going to give this brat a spanking. While Zoe is a bad girl, Big Sis, she's still family, so I can't let you hit her. I see. I'd like to see how you plan to stop me. It's all my fault, Big Sis. Please don't fight anymore. Zoe's words fall on deaf ears. They close the gap between them faster than the eye can see. Sweeper is the first one to strike, her shining blade deflecting the bullets from Faelynn's gun. It leaves gleaming arcs in the air, forcing the animal-eared doll back. Animal-eared doll back. Okay. Got more traps in store? It's good. With my current frame, I can't. Nixie, that's enough. Wait, I'm not done yet. Stop! Sweeper's frame suddenly freezes up at a strange angle, as though she's at war with herself. Then a mighty force seizes control of her frame. Thanks for your hard work, Nixie. Time for a nap. Paitusa, you treacherous little witch! This girl backs up us twice already. Are you still going to suck up to her? Do you even have a shred of pride in you? Paitusa ignores Sweeper as she screams internally. Instead, she kneels down in front of Zoe in a gentle manner. It's okay, Zoe. I'm here to help you. Actually... Do you know a commander? Of course I do. In fact, you could say he is my master. Uh-oh. Look, we're not enemies. So could you please put the gun down? Please put the gun down. What's going on? Aren't they having the airborne beacons lunch ceremony today? Why did they gather us all here? Under coercion from Carl, Lydia has ordered all of Connection's employees that are still in the HQ compound to gather for an all-hands meeting. Clearly, his aim is to have them serve as witnesses for the imminent riot. The most important part is for them to watch how she is murdered, as the climax of Carl's clumsy attempt at theater. Did you know, Lady Lydia, I actually like you quite a bit. If you try your best to explain the benefits of keeping you alive, I might reconsider. Do you now? Have I triggered your Oedipus complex in some way, dear little Carl? My mother isn't a heartless woman like you. Your dad should have given you the belt more often as a kid. Small wonder you turned out to be such a failure of an adult. Ooh. That's enough! Tell me, do you have an elder sister called Della? A numbing emotion seizes control of Lydia's body. It slows her thoughts to a standstill, but it also wipes away her fear. Perhaps it was but a simple stress response, but it allows her to preserve her basic dignity. You know about Della? I don't care about her. I simply heard she died in the Yellow Zone like a squashed lizard. However, she did some interesting things before she died. Namely, she gathered quite a bit of information in the Yellow Zone during her years as an underground broker. Some of it was rather troublesome. Do you have it? What? Interesting. So you don't. Indeed, Lydia does not have that information. She never once considered Della's life in the Yellow Zone to have yielded anything of value. While she was studying hard to inherit connection, her sister was risking radiation exposure to run water to isolated settlements. While she was working hard to make Port Nika a better place, her sister gave birth to a mischievous daughter instead. But now, her delusions of grandeur have been popped like a party balloon. And Della... So it's something connected to you lot, and you think I have it? That woman used some tricks to make us believe that she left certain secrets embedded in connection before she died. That was why we were so cautious in handling you all this time. However, it seems she merely made the conglomerate believe that you possess that information. No matter, I will investigate it myself. I will either find it or prove it never existed. Lydia feels like she's beginning to understand the reason why Della died, and she gathered some important information which led to her murder? Carl thinks Della left it for her, but Lydia is certain that she never received anything like that from Della, but apart from herself. Could it be those two dolls or Zoe? The contract is ready, Lydia. Don't worry, it's not an acquisition contract. However, it gives us a legal justification to take control of Port Nika in extraordinary circumstances. Lydia looks at the absurd sum on the contract. Truly, it's absurd. Every bit as absurd as her current circumstances. It isn't anywhere close to Connection's net worth, not even a fraction of it. This is a humiliation ritual designed to mock her. The irony is that right now, Lydia feels that she deserves to be mocked. Is this what your life was like, Della? Were you always fighting these people? Where did you get all that courage from? Well, if you're done gawking, hurry up and sign it. Hello, hello? Testing? Suddenly, a loud and shrill screech echoes through the plaza. It's coming from a handheld megaphone, a piece of equipment that's been obsolete for many years. However, it proves its worth in the face of a full network shutdown. Wowee! There's so many people here. You're all working for that Lydia woman? Why so glum? Shouldn't you be happy? Your stock price is going to soar today. You've been working here for so long, so you'll get plenty of dividends from it, won't you? Lydia recognizes the arrogant voice speaking through the megaphone. It's Busty! Normally, she would feel extremely annoyed, but things are different right now. She actually feels a modicum of hope. She abruptly pushes Carl aside and walks up to Busty. What are you doing here? Don't you think this place is in enough of a mess? Well, you see, I'm heartbroken. Huh? But that's just a personal thing. I'm here because I realize that Port Nika is a totally rotten place. So much for being a prosperous town. This place isn't that great at all. There's only one decent person who came from this place, and her name was Della Sabo. What? Della built an orphanage here that took in lots of homeless kids. It also took care of all those children that never got any love from their parents because said parents were too busy working. But she was always short on money. Meanwhile, her little sister, I'm talking about you, Lydia, never helped her, not even once. But that's only to be expected, right? That's just how you are. All you care about is making money. You drag everyone else into making money with you, and then you took all their money away. Fort Mika never really prospered. You're the only one who prospered. And then when we have the corpos, somehow they're even bigger villains than she is. Not only do they want to make money, they screw others over too. They screwed Della, they screwed Zoe, they screwed Lydia. Well, I don't really mind that last part. Thing is, you got too greedy. You just had to get the common people involved. While I don't know what your game is, I think I've got a rough idea of your scheme. You're going to do something awful and then blame it on everyone, aren't you? It's because of people like you that the woman I love can't rest and I cannot stay by her side. And finally, I'm a villain too. I have known that all along. I wanted to live for the sake of my love, to dedicate every moment of my existence to her. I wanted my soul to belong entirely to her, just like I promised. But in the end, I turned out to be a disappointment to her. I became a villain, and I disappointed my darling. If you ask me, I think the world doesn't need all these villains in it. And the reason why all these villains exist is right here. That's why I'm going to blow this place to pieces. Lady, you're not really helping your case, to be perfectly honest. You're just making the entire situation worse. The plaza erupts into chaos. Several guards raise their guns, but Bussy sends them flying with a few quick moves. Then she holds up her megaphone and continues speaking. However, killing innocent people would make her mad, and I don't want my darling to hate me any more than she already does. That's why I'm going to give you all some time to run. This H compound will be blasted sky high in 3752 seconds. Why is it 3752 again? Is it because of the number of the diary that she has now? Got that? That's 3,752 seconds, starting now. That's bullshit. She's bluffing. You want to blow up the entire compound? Do you even know how much explosives you need for that? It's impossible. Carl turns to Lydia. His eyes are twitching. He's the one who's bluffing. He's desperately seeking validation. Some sign that the situation is still under his control. She can blow this place up, right? Can she? Not in theory. What do you mean, not in theory? You know how our airborne beacons work, right? The key to keeping them aloft for decades at a time and the power source for their self-maintenance mechanisms is collapsed energy. That means we've got lots of fuel storage tanks underground. If those blew up, that would be something else entirely. However, the safety measures we took for them are very comprehensive, so normal weapons and explosives shouldn't be able to set them off. Unless... Is there a way to detonate those tanks? Well, you could if you had a lot of C4, but to my knowledge, Fort Mika doesn't have any of that in stock. I don't think that doll would be able to get some either. All the blood drains from Carl's face. The reaction from the others is even more dramatic. They clearly know just what this busty doll can do. Stop them! This is bad! We need witnesses, otherwise, my plan... Come back!